Welcome, Gemini. It's a big month this month, August 2024. Take a look at the horoscope wheel. It's in motion, just like your life. Mars and Jupiter. This is called Guru Chaudhary Yoga, according to the Vedic astrologers. It's expansive, it's dynamic. If you're leaning to the left, could turn you into a bit of a social justice warrior this month. You might have some political issues that you are concerned about. You may want to voice your opinion. And that new moon on the 4th, here in the 3rd house of your horoscope, the house of courage, valor, thinking independently. Look at that, you've got that triangular aspect as well to the new moon from the North Node up here in the 11th house of social gatherings and community enterprise. You're changing the way you think, you're changing the way you reason things out. That 3rd house is very, very important for problem solving. So here we see that the new moon activates a new perspective, a way of seeing things that you may not have seen them before. That's a good thing, right? You want to think differently. I don't think it's going to unsettle you too much. You've got this lovely combination of Venus and Mercury, which is retrograde as well from the 5th, straight after that new moon. Down here in this, what we call the northern part of the chart, this is the domestic sphere. And usually Venus and Mercury together, especially Mercury being your ruling planet, don't worry about retrogression when it's your ruling planet or it rules good houses in your horoscope, Gemini. It actually empowers you, according to the great writers of Vedic astrology. Even though I'm doing Western astrology, I want to point that out. I do Vedic astrology when I sit down and do a face-to-face reading. But here, when I'm looking at the chart for the masses, I normally do a Western style chart, but I do apply some of these principles. Case in point here is Mercury retrograde. And you'll see here it moves back out of this 4th house, empowered, that gives you strength, gives you courage. We see here, combined with that Mars-Jupiter influence, this is going to be a particularly important phase for you. It does indicate a reappraisal. There it moves back into the 3rd house. And the Sun, later in the month, will move into the 4th house as well. So Mercury and the Sun will exchange places. This is called mutual exchange, mutual reception. The energies of both these planets in each other's houses fortifies that 3rd house of thinking, 4th house of family, domestics, real estate, and mother. And then in this 9th house on the 20th, very, very powerful, intense, if I could put it that way, full moon. 9th house is your education. It's your higher spiritual morals. It's your guru or mentor. Institutions, legal matters are also shown by this. For you, the moon regulates your finances. This is a very, very good placement. Having the finance planet in this 9th house. 9th house shows us good fortune, good luck. It's also the house of karma. This 5th house is your past karma house. Notice how the past karma point is moving through there. And so this good fortune is shown by the aspect of this past karma planet to that full moon, indicating some good news, I think, in terms of your finances throughout this coming month, especially around those dates that I've mentioned. There's the Sun moving into Virgo, your 4th house, on about the 22nd. Venus is still there. And you do still have a couple of other retrograde planets, namely here in your 10th house. That is a point of frustration for you because you've, Saturn is a bit of a slow mover. It's a tester. It can frustrate you. And when you have these two planets together, I've mentioned also previously that this can indicate a type of paralysis. It's like you're stuck where you've been. You maybe want to get out of that. I think that can happen when we see very, very late in the month, on the 29th actually, this movement of Venus, very friendly planet, ruling this 5th sector, your past karma, and also ruling this 12th sector, which is also a sector of your past, activating all of these energies for you and bringing with it, I think, a breakthrough in this retrograde Saturn and Neptune in your career sector. Now that can have to do also with your employers, the people that you work for, the company that you work for. This can be restructuring that can throw things into a bit of a tailspin. But the Venus in the 5th house is a very, very creative combo there, notwithstanding Saturn there. And I think that is your way out, if I could put it that way, your means of finding peace, satisfaction and happiness when these planets up here cause all sorts of obstructions, a slowing down. So a more peaceful ending to the month, I think, with that Venus in the 5th. Also the fact that Mars has sufficiently moved away from Mars. There's still that retrogression, but you'll note on the same day Venus moves to that 5th house, Mercury goes direct. So I think right at the tail end of the month, you're going to have a lot more clarity. And you can get some more clarity by going to the site, astrology.com.au, taking a look at the daily, weekly, additional monthly information for you, Gemini, and you can contextualize that with the yearly reading, which is also available for you absolutely free. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. We need your likes and your subscriptions, your referrals. Tell your friends, come back next month. I'll be here waiting for you. And you're more than welcome to drop me a line. Love to hear from you. See you again next month. Bye-bye.